Hello, hello, Heather Jean here. I'm so excited to be able to share with you the plan for next week in the Spring Clean Challenge, Confidence Through Cabaret. I'm all getting ready for cabaret for tonight, so hence the additional makeup. If I haven't met you before in a personal sense, or if you haven't jumped onto any of the YouTube content or the podcast, I'll introduce myself quickly. I'm Heather Jean, and I help women to show up in their lives and in their business by helping them to build a strong mind body confidence and to be able to, uh, you know, be unapologetic where they are and to, allow you to own your space and feel great in your body and and to really find your passion unapologetically with unshakable confidence. I'm already losing my voice and we're not even into next week. So next week, let's talk about next week. Last year we did a spring clean challenge, which was really popular and successful. And I decided that this year we need to do the same again. So happy April, everyone. If you're watching this, April Fool's Day. So I wanted to jump in here. I will put a Facebook, event up, but I wanted to jump in here and just kind of give you a little bit of a preview of what we're going to be working throughout next week. So each day from Monday to Friday, then I'll be going live in the community on Facebook and also on YouTube. So if you're watching this somewhere else, you'll be able to catch those lives on YouTube if you're not in the Confidence Through Cabaret Facebook community. Excuse me. I'm losing my voice already. So the whole kind of idea around spring clean is to just kind of clear out all of that kind of hibernation of winter, where we wrap ourselves up warmly, where we give ourselves permission to kind of sit quietly and make less noise, perhaps. Not all of us do that. I rarely would would be able to be quiet, but the idea is to use the analogy of coming to life. And so on day one, we're going to be talking about preparing the soil and securing the roots. And that's about thinking about yourself and what it is that you want going into this new season. So we'll do a lot of work around self-esteem, feeling worthwhile, really kind of strengthening your roots and we'll look at things like, strong affirmations. We'll look at, your beliefs. We'll look at what is your passion. And each day I'm going to suggest an exercise to do, after we finish the live and after we finish the discussion, for you to really be able to be present in this season and clear away some of the negativity, clear away some of the debris left over from the previous season, and really kind of get ready for the blossoming season. So stretching yourself is what we're getting ready for, pushing away some of the comfort zone. So we'll talk a lot about comfort zones. And really, for some of you, it might be about figuring out what you're growing. In other words, what are your passions? And for some of you, it might be that you already know, but getting ready for, overcoming the how and overcoming those dips and really kind of bringing it to life. So we'll prepare the groundwork on the first day, and then we'll talk on day two about sowing those seeds. We've kind of brushed away the winter, and we're ready to plant our seeds. And in there, it's about honoring what it is that your body needs, your mind needs, what it is that you need in order to feel that sense of growth and to be able to show up unapologetically, own your space, and feel good in that. So we'll, of course, be talking about things like creativity, which is our feminine energy, which is so important to tap into our intuition, to get into our flow, having prepared the groundwork, and really just to be able to to feel optimistic about when we're planting those seeds that they're going to grow. You know, when you plant seeds in a real garden, you just assume they'll grow. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes other things come up. Sometimes weeds take over. But it's really just about having that knowing that, you know, you have the solutions within you, that you're worthy and worthwhile. And then on day 3, we're going to talk about nourishing those seeds. What does your garden need? What does your body and your mind need again? And feeling into that. So that's about things like self-care. That's about feeling good in our body. That's about, you know, what serves us and healing what it is that we need to heal so that we're nourishing those seeds with love, with energy, with passion, with motivation. And that moves us into day 4, which is about weeding your garden, shifting some of your beliefs, and continuing to grow, perhaps under the surface, but starting to show some of the little sprouts, if you like. You know, having watered, having sunshine, having acknowledgement of our hope and our truth, and our the care that we require. And for some of us, sometimes that's about, you know, addressing some of our boundaries. For some of us, that's about allowing our vulnerability. I certainly was there yesterday in the coffee confidence with coffee. I do a segment after the I record the podcast. I do a segment around what are my key takeaways and reflections. And yesterday it was about that dip in authenticity. I just wasn't feeling it. And so we'll talk about forgiveness. We'll talk about, you know, the allowance for, you know, when things aren't sprouting in the way that we want them to, but really staying in the present and taking responsibility. And then for day 5, having gone through that prosperity of, you know, preparing our soil and sowing our seeds and starting to reap some of those benefits, then we're going to start to talk about what happens when the crop grows and how we celebrate success. So again, what does your body and mind need? How do we manage stress, which is actually this month's masterclass in Confidence Through Cabaret on the member suite. uh, and you'll find the address floating past, confidencethroughcabaret.com. And we'll talk about some of the stress that we need that is positive, as well as some of the stress that we're not as welcoming to. So letting go of our fears, letting go of our doubts, really starting to trust that we can handle what we need to handle. So that is why we do the Spring Clean Challenge, is just to prepare for that new season. I hope to see you there. I'm going to put up the event in the Confidence Through Cabaret community, and please do join me each day. I'm going to be going live. I'm not sure what I've just said the time will be, but my aim will be to go live somewhere around 1 o'clock. And I know that's not great. I'm a Pacific Standard Time girl, so I know that's not great. You'll probably be watching on the replays, but I do have some events to run next week. And so 1 p.m. UK time, that's Greenwich Mean Time or Universal Time, depending on what times you adhere to. And so that's 1 hour ahead if you're in most of Europe, 2 hours ahead if you're further into Europe. That's 5 hours. You would, if you're in Europe, you'll be 2 hours ahead or 1 hour ahead. If you're in Eastern Standard Time, you will be 5 hours behind. So 1 o'clock would be, I believe, would be about 8 o'clock in the morning. So I hope to see you there. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I am starting my weekend off with some fabulous cabaret, some song, some dance, some cheering, and of course, some burlesque. So I'll see you all on Monday. Have a lovely weekend. Bye for now.